Morning everyone. So this is going to be a bit of a long video, I think, because I'm just contemplating everything that's been going on for the past few months. Past few years, 2.5 years. I come off my antidepressants, cold turkey, nearly died. And in the past couple of months, I've come off cannabis, marijuana. I was smoking that for 8 years, morning till night. I've stopped that. I'm on 2.5 weeks nearly now, and I've got nothing in my system. Went through the discontinuation of it, went through the symptoms, still going through the symptoms, which has brought up my anhedonia from when I came off my antidepressants. Anhedonia is like a feeling of like emptiness and loss of joy. You can't get any joy from anything. You just see everything as miserable, basically. I also got really bad morning anxiety, morning dread, through coming off my antidepressants. That subsided, but I don't know if the cannabis was helping me with that, like slightly. But since coming off the cannabis, it's brought it back, and I have severe morning anxiety, waking up with like impending doom, not wanting to do it. Well, I do want to do stuff, but the thought of doing I want to do stuff, but like my brain's just like in just this impending doom when I wake up. And with the dreams, like the vivid dreams of coming off marijuana, like you still think you're in your dream when you wake up. It's just really hard, like coming off everything, because I still think I'm in protracted withdrawal. Protracted withdrawal is when you take yourself off antidepressants. You have the severe withdrawals, and then after well, I'd say 2 years of severe withdrawals, waking up with morning dread, not being able to go to places because I'm too overstimulated. So it's just really hard. And I just want to say, like, if you're going through anything, like coming off anything, antidepressants, coming off painkillers, coming off alcohol, illegal drugs, you're in for a long journey to get to where you want to be. But you've just got to progress. You've just got to keep moving forward, even though your brain's telling you, no, I want that and I need to do that. And I mean, I can't even decorate my house. Do you know what I mean? I let it get into such a state. Being on the antidepressants, I didn't give a shit. I didn't give a shit about anything. But now I do. I can see everything that needs doing, and it's far too overwhelming for my brain to comprehend to do everything at once. I had people commenting on like the state of my house, which was very rude, because you don't know what people are going through. My house was lovely before I went on antidepressants. I cleaned up. I had the capacity to decorate. I had the capacity to see what needed doing. But when you've got a brain injury through coming off antidepressants, nothing's easy. You're in a constant battle with yourself all the time. I'm constantly battling with myself. I go to an outdoors camp thing, but I think the only reason I go to that is because it's outside. I'm not like held in, like claustrophobic. Because if I went to sit in like a class doing some kind of college work or something like that, I don't think I could do it, because it's just overstimulating. You've got the lights, you've got the other people's energies, like that are in the room with you. I find it hard being in a big group of people in a confined space. I'm alright on one-to-one, but I still feel not uncomfortable. It's just it's a weird feeling. It's like an anxious feeling, but I can just about manage like one person. Even with like my family, I get overwhelmed and stuff like that. I like my kids and stuff. Like if I'm in like a deep conversation or something like that, it's overwhelming. But I'm getting through it. like I say, it's gonna in June, I think it was June, I first posted my first video about antidepressants and coming off them. So it's gonna be 2 years in June since I posted my first video. And to look back at like where I was and where I am now, sometimes I feel like I'm going backwards, but I think that's only natural because I don't think you comprehend the place that you've actually come from. The state of me like 2 years ago was I'm unrecognisable. When I were on antidepressants, I wore a hat for 8 years. I didn't take my hat off. I didn't look after myself. I didn't exercise. I didn't do anything. I was just in a stupor of nothingness, and I didn't even realise it. But I think when you come off the antidepressants, I wouldn't recommend going cold turkey to anyone. You've got to taper slowly. Even the doctors don't know how to taper somebody off properly. But if you watch like videos of people who's gone through severe withdrawal, there's ways to do it and go about it. But you're putting your life at risk if you come off cold turkey like I did. So it's left my brain severely cognitively impaired. I can't eat proper foods. I can't go shopping to get my foods because the place is too overwhelming. I get into arguments with people. I don't like people standing too close to me. Like the food thing, I can't eat my diet's not what it used to be at all. I used to eat anything and everything, but since coming off the tablets, I'm fully aware of what goes into like the foods and stuff. So I try to eat like whole foods and like legumes and fish, anything that's not been tampered with basically, because most food have got additives and colourants and chemicals and stuff and preservatives, and if I have anything like that goes into my body, it proper affects it, and I feel it like the day after. Don't get me wrong, I do have like the odd takeaway. I'm only human, but I feel it intensely like the day after, and it's a horrible thing to deal with. But I've watched other people who've come off antidepressants and like they're the same, like the food affects them. I've not touched any like form of headache relief like paracetamol, Tylenol. I've had backache for like 3.5 years, which I were on codeine, like pure codeine, cocodamol, diazepam, is it Neurox? It begins with N, but I can't remember. It's a painkiller beginning with N, but that was strong as well. But I've not touched anything in like 2.5 years. I'm learning to manage my pain by myself, which is really hard because it incapacitates me. Like when I'm walking, I'm always thinking about it. It's always there. It's just a struggle and it's a constant battle. And like when you're doing it on your own and you think like nobody understands what you're going through, you've just got to like be persistent and consistent with yourself, because if you're not, you're gonna fall back into feeling like you did. But you've got to move your body. You've got to listen to your body. Like the thought processes that you have are just that. They're just thought processes. So you've not got to think too much into like what you're thinking, because like if you're going through something's like coming out of your body wants that and it craves it. It wants to be how it was. It wants to be comfortable how it was before. And it's going to do everything in its power to like grasp you back to feeling comfortable and being in its safety zone. But you've got to get yourself out of that. Like you've got to go for a walk. You've got to I wouldn't say you watch research videos like to help yourself, but I won't watch too many because you can overload your brain and your system. else? It's just really hard. I want my house nice, and I can't I can't even think. I can't even get my words out. Do you know what I mean? It's so hard to have all these thoughts in your brain, and then when you go to say them, they don't come out as you want them. I'm going to counselling at the minute as well. I started that 2 weeks ago, just to offload everything what's been going on. I started counselling when I came off my antidepressants 2.5 years ago, but things weren't explained to me, like the length of time that we were going to be in the sessions, the length of the time I'd be able to go to the sessions. And I think when it got to the 9th session, the lady said to me, "Oh well, this is your second to last session," and I'd only just started building trust. And like when you're going through something as severe and thought provoking as this, you need to have things clear in your mind. You need to know how long the session's going to be. You need to build a picture of like what you're going to do after the counselling, because I would just left. I got really angry and walked out because it wasn't made clear to me, and it wasn't clear in my head what the time frame was and things like that. But this time round, the ladies explained everything, and I explained what happened last time as well. So this time round, I'm feeling more confident about like counselling and things like that, and the time frame. And I've also got something in place for after I finish the counselling as well, which is a wellbeing trauma like workshop thing, which I tried a couple of months ago, but I couldn't stay at that because it was in a building and it was too much for me. And they asked me what I was doing with my life, and I'm like, I don't really know. And I got really upset because I've not known what I've been doing with my life for the past eight years. I still don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm just trying to live in the moment. I think when you come off antidepressants, or you come off anything that's been like in your system, like alcohol, weed, I think you've got to give yourself time to adjust, and your brain needs to adjust, your body needs to adjust, because the world's like a big massive place when you come off stuff. Like the sensory overload's like ridiculous. The noises, the sensations, just everything. And I'm finding when I do talk about stuff, my body just goes into intense shaking. I've started shaking now, which is a nervous system reaction. It's like you're letting things go, so your body's see, I can't even get my words out. But it's not a bad thing that your body shakes, I'll put it that way. But I just wanted to put another video out because I've not put a video out about my antidepressant recovery for a while. It's been about my cannabis, but it's all entwined kind of thing. Because I don't think you can heal while you're on substances, so you need to be clear in your mind, clear in your body. You need to have a good diet. You need to have some kind of exercise. You don't have to go like full pellet exercising, which I have done because it really helps me. But you don't have to do that. You can just take yourself for a walk somewhere. But don't keep going to the same place, because you need to build new pathways in your brain so your brain can adjust to get capacity to learn that there's different places kind of thing, and it's not overwhelming and overstimulating when you do it. So the more you do for yourself, I think the easier it gets. You're not going to be healed in like that. There's no like quick fix to anything. Everyone's different. Everyone's got different capacity. Everyone's got different backgrounds of like trauma and what's happened to them. But I think if you have a sense of yourself, and what's good for you and what's not good for you, what triggers you, you need to stay away from like stressful triggers. Like if someone triggers you, stay away from them. If a certain place triggers you, stay away from it. If certain music triggers you, don't listen to it. But one day you'll be able to, just not at this moment while you're recovering. You can't be in that space because it's not good for you. It's not good for your neurological sense, because it's triggering it, and you just like boom, 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 and then you're going to react to the triggers that you're being triggered by. It's a long journey. All I can say is just keep progressing. And you will, well, I hope I'll get to where I want eventually. I do have dreams, and I do have goals, what I want to do. But like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. So yeah, thank you for watching my videos. And if you could subscribe, that'd be brilliant, because I want to build my channel. I want to get the word around. Like, when my capacity of talking comes back, I am really intelligent. I do have a lot to say, but at the moment I've got such severe brain fog with stopping the cannabis. I can't articulate fully what I want to say, and I can't articulate the words that I've got in my head that I want to say. I'm sure you understand that if you've come off something, because it really incapacitates you for, like, I don't know how long, but it's incapacitating me at the moment. So if you could subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. To build the channel, to get like to help other people. That's the reason why I started doing my videos. I wanted to help other people and make people aware of like situations that you go through. So I wasn't even aware that you could like withdraw from antidepressants. I know that might sound stupid, but I wasn't made aware. I wasn't aware. I'd never watched anything. I've never read anything. All I'd saw was the little packet that you get in your tablets box, and it's like edit tablets. You get a little packet with the side effects and things like that. But I never ever thought that it'd be as severe as what it's been. So please subscribe. And if you like my videos, please leave a comment. I always get back to people with messages, because that's what I'm here for. Do you know what I mean? I've got knowledge, I've got understanding, I've got I don't know what I've got. I can't get it out. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will upload more videos soon. So thank you. Have a blessed day.